Bonjour chers amis et bienvenue de nouveau sur notre chaîne YouTube. Hello guys and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We've been learning how to make a pantalon, a pant. And today we are in the fourth part of our tutorial. I hope that you are comfortable and we are going to evolve together. Dear friend, this is part 4 of our pant full tutorial. In part 1, I taught you how to draft and cut the pant. In part 2, we studied how to start joining, and we started with the front pockets, and also we constructed the fly zip. In part 3, we constructed our back pocket, after which we closed our back crotch and we also joined the mats. Now in this part 4, we are going to see how to attach or join the waistband to the main project. Thank you very much for all my subscribers, and if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out any new video when I upload one. Also, please don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. That's the way you can support this job if you find that it's helping you. So, without delaying, let's get started. Now to begin, you are going to prepare your belt holders as you see me doing. Prepare your belt holders. And once your belt holders are ready, you have marked where you are going to place them. You must measure the half of your waist from the crotch, then you mark, then 2 inches from that mark is where you place the first belt holder, and also 4 inches from the zip you will place the last one. Then in between there you're going to place the third one, because on one side you have 3 belt holders, on the other 3 belt holders. That makes 6 belt holders on your pantalon, your trouser. So don't forget to place these belt holders as you are joining the waistband. And when you are done joining, you will check your zip to see if the 2 waistbands align or blend properly. So next thing, I'm going to trim out any excess on my flap, on my zip flap. This is the this is the left zip flap. I will trim out any excess before I sew my lining, my zip flap lining. And then I'm going to join my zip flap lining. Here I'm still on the left mat, or the left leg. I think you see how I placed it and how I am stitching. So when I'm done stitching here, I'm going to turn the zip, that lining, the zip flap lining, so that it covers uh, the dirty part of the zip lining to get a neat work. And I'm going to top stitch. I think you can see how neat it's now looking, because we need a neat work outside and inside the trouser. So I am done with the left mat. Then I'm going to trim the excess. Then I go to the right mat. Here from the zip, I'm going to measure 2.5 inches. That's what I need, 2.5 inches. And all the rest is excess, which I'm going to trim out. But down there, I will measure. I can measure 1.5 inches or 1 inch. That is enough. And then I trim out this excess. And then I'm going to sew my lining as well as I did with the other zip flap. When you place your lining on this right zip flap, ensure that it covers the zipper. I think you see very well. The lining must be large enough to cover the zipper, and then you are going to stitch. And here, after stitching, you are done. Don't turn it the way you did with the left zip flap. Then I'm going to set my hook. I'm going to set my hook. There are 4 pieces because they are one male and one female, and each one with its lock. So that is the male with its lock, and this is the female with its lock. So I'm going to place them the right place, and you need to place them before closing. So here you see, you must align the male one with the zip. It must be on the same line with the zip where you close your zip. So since it has teeth, you're gonna press it here just the way you see me do. You press it, and the sharp teeth are going to, I think you can see. And then I will take my lock and lock it there. It's a bit hard. I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to use my fabric scissor because it's heavy. It will help me to lock it. You see how I am locking. So the male is already set, but here I will show you the mistake I made here. This is not the position it's supposed to be in. It's in the opposite position, and please don't make this mistake when you are making your trouser. It has to turn to the zip flap lining, but I turned it the opposite way. So it's a mistake you have to avoid. So then I am also pressing the female. I'm pressing the female one, and then I will lock it also. I think you see. This is a tutorial. You use your eyes, you watch carefully, and you understand how to do it. So, as you can see here, I'm done. I'm done setting my hook. Though I set it the wrong way round, but then I'm going to the next step. I am going to stitch here to close this. I'm going to stitch here to close this extension. There are so many small details, but no option. It's mandatory. You have to understand these small details. That's the only way you can make a pantalon, because everything is necessary. This extension is necessary. It will host our buttonhole, so you cannot skip it. And I'm going to trim this excess. I kindly request you to watch the way I'm doing it. You see? You see where I start from, and then I trim the excess. The other part, I didn't trim it because I'm going to sew or to stitch there the waistband. Okay, so I'm also going to close this side also. Yes, yeah. Now here I'm going to shape it. I'm going to arrow shape it. Yeah, that's my preference. I just don't want it to remain rectangle. I want it in an arrow shape. So you find the middle, then you go inside. For me, I go inside the quarter inch, 3/4 of an inch. That's what I want. You can also do what you want, 1 inch or ½ inch. It depends on the shape of the arrow you like. And then I draw my arrow shape. And then I'm going to stitch in those lines. I'm shaping my arrow. You see now the shape is there, and you trim out the excess. So now guys, now we are going to close our crotch, our back crotch, where I marked the size, my waist size. It was hidden, then I mark it on on the top fabric so that I can see. And then you hold your two mats in such a way that the line blend perfectly. I think you can see. You have to ensure that those two lines blend perfectly before you lay the project under the needle. Check and check again and again and ensure that those two lines blend perfectly. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel, and please kindly share, like, comment. So now remember that our seam allowance is ½ inch. So from this point, my root, I will come, when I reach the pocket level, I must be in the line of the ½ inch seam allowance. As you can see, you must be careful, take care to make a very good work. So when I arrive here, I don't finish. I stop at ½ inch seam allowance. Then I go back stitching in the stitch. And here you have to take care. Don't rush. Take your time. So dear guys, we are squeezing to the end of our video, because after closing this crotch, the next step we are going to, you see that the two lines blend perfectly. So the next step we go to is to close our mats. We are going to close our mats. Remember, we were leaving ½ inch when we were closing our crotches. So the ½ inches we belong to the legs, to the mats when we are closing, because we are going to stitch from the bottom to the crotch, and we are going to stitch leaving ½ inch allowance. That's why we're leaving that ½ inch. Then check your marks on the knee line, on the ankle line, and make sure they blend perfectly. Also keep the 7-inch circumference measurement as you stitch. We are squeezing to the end of our video. Here we are just closing the mats, and you will see that we'll have a perfect crotch. If you followed all the small details, there is no reason you don't obtain a perfect crotch, as we'll obtain one here. It's only a matter of respecting all those small principles. So we repeat the same with the other mat. So guys, we are closing our mats and this is the last task in this video of ours today. Next time now we are going to finish our trouser by stitching our inside waistband and doing all the other accessory tasks, all the small tasks, and then our trousers will be ready to wear. So guys, don't forget to share this video and comment and like. I want your thumb up. So you see, now I want to lock my crotch. You will open those seams. You will open those hands, the allowances of the legs, and then you are going to stitch in the crotch seam in order to secure your seam, in order to secure your crotch, to ensure that it's really safe, it cannot open anytime. So guys, we are practically at the end, and you'll see that now we'll have a perfect crotch. It has to be a T, yeah, and that will be the end. I can already say see you. Let's meet again when I post the next video for the finishing of our pantalon. So my crotch is perfect. So guys, yeah, it has a T. It's really perfect. And yours has to be so. So guys, bye. I love you. Chers amis, merci beaucoup, au revoir et à la prochaine dans notre prochaine vidéo. Merci.